So I'm just going to blend this out, and in the meantime, I'm going to tell you guys about what I just did. I grew up, why did I have to get that on my eyelashes? I grew up, like, we all used to scare each other, and so I can't help it. It's just in my soul, in my blood, to want to scare people. And just so happens my boyfriend is literally scared of everything. Like, I'll have to give y'all story time one day if y'all want that, about him basically stabbing me with his toothbrush. He was brushing his teeth, and I walked in, and I was just standing there because, I mean, it was at the perfect time. Like, he was bent over the sink, like, you know, spitting out the toothpaste. And I walked in at that exact time, so when he stood up and I was just standing there, yeah, his, like, first reaction was, yeah. That just cut off on me while I was telling that. But, yeah, that was his reaction, to just turn around and just, like, jab. I could not stop laughing, but yet I was in pain. And I don't know. It's just, I can't help it. He gets so mad, but I cannot help scaring people, especially him, because, I mean, it's just, like, the payoff, you know? But I did. He's outside putting on a train horn, and with this makeup on, I went out there, and he's underneath the truck installing that train horn, and I just scared the crap out of him. All I did was bend down. I videoed it, so I think I am going to make a TikTok. My little boy was in on it with me, and of course I was recording it, so you guys don't forget that I have a TikTok account, and you should definitely check out that video when I post it, because, like, it's just, when I tell you, he screamed and he kicked. Like, it's just something so fast he doesn't even see what it is, and, you know, while he's freaking out, obviously. Oh my God, it was so funny. So now that you've gotten that all blended out, you can do a second layer, you can do face paint, you can do any of the above, but I'm going to wait to do my lips. But just make sure it's blended, and I'm going to leave it here. Yes, usually if I was wearing this out, I would do another coat of it to make it more opaque. Next, I'm going to set that with the Ciate London, I think it's like coconut something. Basically, it's a light, almost white powder, setting powder, to set everything in place so it does not move. Your foundation, whatever, face paint, concealer, you'd still put the setting powder on there, and you should be good. It should not even budge through your night, trick-or-treating, whatever that may be. You can apply this with a brush. I just go ahead and do it with a sponge. Usually for Halloween, I try to use, you know, the eyeshadow palettes that I don't use often. So today I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil, only because it has tons of colors in it. And today I'll be using blue in my crease and blend it up. Then I'll be using red underneath, blended into orange. And then we'll do like the little Joker looking deal in black, but I'll probably use black face paint or P. Louise black face base. Mouthful. You can try to be careful and not get on the lid, or you can just go crazy and then just cut your crease. Now I'm taking the darker shade, blue, and just kind of going in the crease with it. And then blending just a little bit. Then I go back over it with the lightest colors that we started with just to help blend it better. I started talking and didn't push record. So now we're going to take the red. I said I'm not sure if it's going to look red or pink, but you can be pretty messy with it because it's coming down pretty far. This looks like a Harley Quinn look, but you just take a big fluffy brush to do this, and the majority of it you'll be going over it with the black that we're gonna do. So just make sure it's blended before we put the orange up under it. Now we're gonna go in with the orange shade and we're gonna start in the red and go down. We're gonna do this to like blend it. This is just nothing. I'm just trying to do something easy for you guys. So you can repeat this step as much as you like. You know, and you can also use paint, but you're gonna have to tap out the in-between to blend the two. I just want it to be like a wash of color. Now I'm basically just gonna go over the orange with a yellow. Like this, just to brighten it up. You see how I'm just going in. It really brightens up. You don't have to do that, but I just, you know. Now I'm just gonna cut the crease. So, just to be more, I better slow down. Just to be more clean with it. I'm not used to cutting my crease with this floppy paintbrush. Guess it doesn't have to be like perfect. Now for the scary part. Okay, so I'm taking this and I was doing an outline first, which is way smarter. You go right above your pupil really to, let's just make one line. And then we'll connect this one to that one, okay? And we're gonna fill this in with white when we're done. We'll be able to see if we want more black like this. And then at the bottom, it's the same. Just go ahead and just outline it first before you go in with paint, unless you just trust yourself like that. So I'm going straight down. From my pupil. Somewhat straight down. Not necessarily straight down, but yeah, we're going with it. Okay, so here's my one little piece. We're gonna come up. Do that outside one and bring it like from the end of your eye and connect it. Do that to the inside as well. You know what's crazy is, yes, I did a couple looks last year and I knew like I was looking forward to it this year, but the reason I'm even doing this is because a friend contacted me and asked me if I could do her makeup for her Halloween makeup, and I'm going to be out of town. I'm not going to be able to. So I told her, I said, I will do a tutorial and hopefully that'll help you. So I'm hoping, you know, I hope one of these helps. Okay, so now that we have the outline, let's go ahead and go in with the paint. I'm using a very small paintbrush, and I'm going to outline it first, just like I just did, and then I'm going to fill it in. If you need to rest your elbow on something, it actually helps so much. Got a little squiggly here, and that's okay, because we could just outline it more and keep it moving. So now I'm going to try to fill this in. Take your time, and if you mess up, grab you some white paint and go over it, or a makeup wipe, or a Q-tip and some makeup remover, and just basically white it out, erase it, whatever you need to do. But don't get frustrated, because you can fix it. Let this be like a relaxing time, as I just messed up. That looks so cool. Sometimes I look up, I'm like, this better be recording. You guys, oh my gosh, it happens so much. I look up and it's not recording at all, and I'm just like, all right, we're gonna get really tight up under there, because we're gonna end up putting black eyeliner in our waterline. But just for the satisfying effect, you can watch me fill this in. Also, possibly contradict myself and get mad. And guys, these are regular paintbrushes that I'm using. Nothing special. I dang sure don't really use my makeup brushes unless it's just something I'm blending. Eyeshadow. So take your time here. If you think about it, if we would have waited to do the eyeshadow after, it's just easier to go ahead and do it and then do the black on top, because trying to fill this in with the black already there would be really difficult. And all I can see is this right here that I just accidentally did. But we're gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing. All right, so now I'm starting to look at this and I'm like, should I have, why does this go so far that way? It's fine when I do this, kind of. I'm over it. We're just gonna keep it. Okay, what next? We're going to draw a little circle on our nose. Oh my God, that tickles so bad. Of course, when you can get the whole thing, it's easier, but now we're gonna fill this in red. Okay, and now for the mouth. What I'm gonna do is line my lips on, like overline them. Because we're gonna fill in with red lipstick. Let's fill in with red the nose. And yes, you could do red and then outline it to make it easier. I'm not even in the frame, sorry. I really shouldn't have I just used the same as I've been using for the black, so that's the problem here. Let me do this. Lips are feeling a little crusty. That's fine. That'll do, donkey. Okay. That'll do. Only because it's just harder when you're doing half of the nose. Okay, let's find some red lipstick. What I did here was outline this little area here. I just took a little thin brush and outlined my lid, and then I started midway and started taking it up. And yeah, well, for starters, I started at the corner of my eye and went up like this, like if I were going to follow my lower lash line. And so that's what I connected that to. What is missing? Maybe some jewels? So this is my final finished 2 looks. We've got the creepy clown side, and then we've got the skeleton. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or these 2 videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy these types of videos, or my videos in general. Ring that bell to get notified of any future uploads. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Thank you again for watching, and have a good night.